This week, the police go electric, white goo could keep batteries colder, a DIY solar-powered boat on a budget, and more on Green Tech Weekly! Welcome back to the show that has green and tech in the name. First up, Portugal is going all electric with its cops. The Polícia de Segurança Pública have added the all-electric Leaf to their fleet. The 8 cars will not be for chasing bank-robbing speedsters, though.
So, in other words, it's just for show?
Yep. The focus will be on their school safe program. Maybe they should get their hands on a Volt or a Fisker Karma. Then they can really chase down the bad guys. If you've been watching the show for a while, you know that we here at GTW really like our goo.
Oh boy, more goo!
So this next story is right up our alley. The resident smart guys and gals over at the Fraunhofer Institute for Environmental Safety and Energy Technology have studied how overheating of electric car batteries shortens the life of those batteries by half if the temperature only hits 95 degrees. With this knowledge, they've come up with a coolant known as Cryosol Plus, which is 3 times better than plain water. The solution is made of water, paraffin, stabilizing tensides, and a little glycol antifreeze.
Wow, that's almost the same ingredients as a lava lamp. Groovy, man, groovy!
When the solution is heated, it melts the paraffin, which holds the heat inside. As this is circulated around the batteries, it carries the heat away. The whole system can be small, meaning it would only cost around $120 more than current offerings. Actual in-car testing is the next step, as well as boosting the cooling capacity. In our third story, the resident smart guys and gals at the University of Wisconsin-Milwaukee have found a much cheaper alternative to platinum that could be used in fuel cells. It's made of, let's see if I can get this on the first try, nitrogen-enriched iron-carbon nanorods.
Yay!
These new nanorods will be used to make cheaper and more efficient microbial fuel cells. That basically means that instead of using an outside energy source to extract the hydrogen from other chemicals, they use microorganisms to break down wastewater into its basic hydrogen and oxygen.
You mean they excrete oxygen and hydrogen?
They poop out air. Up until now, the setback has been in order to get these little microbes to make the stuff we need, they've had to use platinum that works really well, but as we all know, it's really expensive, making it hard to get this type of fuel cell mainstream. The new nanorods are around 5% of the cost of the cell compared to 60% for platinum. This next story has our first EV speed junkie. Chip Yates has the need for speed.
Oh, you went there.
Last year in April, he took the title for the fastest EV motorcycle, and a few weeks ago on July 19th, he set the record for fastest EV plane at a top speed of 202.6 miles per hour. The project he named Flight of the Century used a Burt Rutan Long Easy and a proprietary battery tech called Infinite Range Battery Tech.
It didn't turn out to be infinite.
It did get a little scary when the power cut out just after getting the record, and he had to do what's called a dead stick landing. You can see the whole video by following the link in the show notes. Our Rethink a Green story of the week would be a great project if you live near a large body of water.
Is our lake large enough?
Not right now.
Not with the drought.
Heck no. Canadian eco maker.
Is that what we're going to call them?
Who?
The guys that produce environmental and sustainable projects.
Sure, I thought it'd be a good title.
Sounds good.
Canadian eco maker Dan Baker. I really hope we don't think we're making fun of his name because we're not. Built a solar-powered electric boat he named Firefly.
Ooh, shiny.
The pontoon-style boat uses roof-mounted 6x6 solar cells at about 140 watts that charge lead-acid batteries, and this powers the 2 DC brushless motors mounted to opposite corners of the boat. This helps with both thrust and steering. With a top speed of 4 miles per hour, this makes for a great leisurely day on the lake. You can see the whole project over at David's site.
See the link in the show notes.
Thanks for watching the show, and hit the doobly-doo to subscribe. Head over to our Facebook page and see what else we're up to. And as always, remember to rethink it green.
Rethink it green. Rethink it green. Rethink it green. Rethink it green. Rethink it green. Rethink it green. Rethink it green. Rethink it green. Rethink it green. Rethink it green. Green. Green.